And we are back in the building, back with some more boxing. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, smash the like button, and all that good stuff. Now, guys, we're talking about Abdul Wahid. Abdul Wahid, better known as Gervonta Tank Davis. Now, Gervonta Tank Davis has responded to His Excellency Turki Alalshikh. And if you guys didn't know, Turki Alalshikh did a interview with ADE from DAZN just recently, giving his vision of what he wants for the sport of boxing. Now, you guys know that they just put on a great card over there in Saudi Arabia, the Day of Reckoning card. It had Anthony Joshua versus Otto Wallin, Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder versus Joseph Parker. We even had Daniel Du Bois taking on Big Baby Miller. It was a stacked card, and it was very entertaining. And now we got the other big card coming up over there. I think it's March the 8th with Anthony Joshua taking on Francis Ngannou, the MMA fighter, bringing together boxing and MMA once again, like they did with the Tyson Fury thing. And people are excited about it. And people are very excited about the vision coming from Turki Alalshikh. Me, myself, I'm very excited. I actually did a video on that here on the channel. So I invite you guys to check it out here on the channel if you haven't checked it out. And of course, check out their interview with ADE on the DAZN channel. Now, Turki Alalshikh has been speaking the language of the people in that interview, talking about making the biggest fights, getting these promotion companies to work together. He talked about, you know, a lot of times how some of these fighters don't want to face the best competition. He talked a lot about that type of stuff. And it was just, he was speaking to the average boxing fan, and he resonated with me. He resonated with a lot of you guys out there. A lot of people like what they were hearing from him. Now, Gervonta Tank Davis has responded to that. So I want to read this tweet here and give you guys my take on it. First, Ray Jackson said something about Saudi Arabia, and then Gervonta Tank Davis responded. So Ray Jackson says here, MFs really think Saudi is about to take over boxing. Until I see Tank and Canelo over there in multiple events a year, we ain't got ish to worry about. You can't take over a sport without the biggest stars on board. Hashtag boxing. Then Gervonta responds. He says, they made me mad. If they want me, they got to send me something to my front door, like 2 Ferraris or something. So Gervonta Tank Davis, his response, I'm kind of surprised of his response, being that now he is a Muslim. And I would take it that His Excellency Turki Alalshikh would be considered his brother, but it seems kind of borderline disrespectful, this comment. So, you know, I was kind of taken aback by it. So I don't know if he's going to take it as disrespect or not. I guess we're just going to have to wait and see about it. But I will say this: it lets you know that people are worried about Saudi Arabia taking over the sport of boxing. They're worried about it. You know, people don't like to see the apple cart upset. They don't, you know, there's always going to be pushback when somebody tries to do something better than what the status quo is. And there's a lot of people in these other companies. There's a lot of fighters who enjoy the status quo. And, you know, this type of talk coming from Turki Alalshikh is a threat to them. And my answer to that is, you know, make a better product. You know, he's doing what he said he was going to do. He's putting on great fights. He's putting on stacked cards. And we haven't been getting that here in the United States. And a lot of fighters are going to look at that. They're going to say, well, I can go over here to Saudi Arabia, get a huge payday, get more respect. And, you know, I can fight the best competition there is to offer. Whereas you have these promotion companies here in the States, they don't want to work together. Fighters aren't getting what they think they deserve. The fans aren't getting what they deserve. We're getting a pay-per-view card with one good fight and a bunch of trash underneath. And yeah, it's going to be pushback coming to His Excellency Turki Alalshikh. So that's what I feel about that. Now, Gervonta Tank Davis, it's something about Devon Haney, because Turki Alalshikh brought up the fact that he wanted Devon Haney and Gervonta Tank Davis over to fight in Saudi Arabia. And you heard Gervonta Tank Davis' response. Instead of Gervonta Tank Davis saying, hey, if you can get on the phone with Al, we can make this happen. You know, if the money's right. He's still not talking that. He's talking about they got to send me something like two Ferraris or something. What does that have to do with you fighting Devon the Dream Haney? It's never, you know, I want to fight Devon the Dream Haney. Devon the Dream Haney's been chasing Gervonta Tank Davis for a while now. And for some reason, Gervonta just seems reluctant to face Devon Haney. I don't know what it is. And this is coming from a fan of Gervonta Tank Davis. You know, I've always enjoyed watching Tank fight. And, you know, I never seen him as a guy who runs from smoke. But it's starting to look that way when it comes to Devon the Dream Haney. I don't think he's afraid that, you know, Haney would knock him out or something. I think maybe looking at Haney's skill set and seeing what he brings to the table, he knows that's a fight that he could possibly lose. Haney being, you know, really skilled in the ring. I don't think Haney would knock Gervonta Tank Davis out, but I think he may be able to outbox Gervonta Tank Davis, and Gervonta doesn't want to lose what he has, being looked at as a cash cow. So maybe that's the big hang up. You know, I don't know. Maybe it's the promotion company. Maybe they don't want to put him in the ring with a guy like Devon the Dream Haney. It's just something there. And we want to hear Gervonta say, I want to smoke with Devon Haney. Will he say that? Will he say, I'm going to fight Devon Haney? We're going to fight at 140. If he wants it at 140, he can get it at 140. That's what we want to see as boxing fans. And I think Turki Alalshikh in Saudi Arabia can make it worth both of these guys' while. They have a lot of cash over there. You know, if that's something that's very important to you, which is important to a lot of these fighters, why not, you know, tell Al, hey, let's make this happen over there. Let's make this happen over there. I'm not afraid of Devon Haney. Let's do it. I'm sure Haney would be game for it. I'm sure he would absolutely be game for going over to Saudi Arabia in the biggest fight, I would say, of his career, and fighting for the bag. But Gervonta Tank Davis, you know, he's been kind of wishy-washy with it. But we'll see what happens with this. Hopefully His Excellency wasn't offended by what Gervonta Tank Davis had to say. But like I said, you know, there's going to be pushback because, you know, people always going to do that when it upsets the status quo. But anyway, you guys let me know what you think about this in the comments section. Does Gervonta Tank Davis really want to fight Devon Haney? What's the hang up? Will Al Haymon let something like this happen over there? You guys let me know how you feel about it in the comment section. It's the CMB. I'll talk to you guys in the next one. And I'm out. Peace.